I got questions to ask. I got questions to ask Spirit. So I'm going to request that my spirit guides, my angels, my guardians protect the messages that are coming through. That these messages are guided with truth and clarity, and that they're able to provide guidance for those who care. If you don't care, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. If you don't care, go somewhere other than here, okay? So, I want to know with this situation, before I go into names and all of that good stuff, was this a setup to sabotage? Because I seen something on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, that I found to be, like, I'm going to say this right here. Leos and Aquariuses, when y'all need to learn from Pisces and Virgos, if y'all are involved in something, everybody ain't got, like, you guys should get your ego together, baby. Everybody ain't got to know when you know something. Like, this is the reason why you get caught. Okay? This is the reason you get caught up. If you're going to have a win, have a win. Like, have an actual win. I'm not talking about public opinion, because we know the public is not loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. The public's not loyal. Okay? So what I'm just going to say is, if you're going to have a win, have a motherfucking win. Love yourself enough to have a real win. Okay? So that's the only reason I'm doing this reading. Okay? Am I fanatic about Nikki? Yes. But I'm also very much grounded and very much a realist. And I look at people like, I don't even give myself permission to fuck with you unless I know that if I was ever wronged by you, I can cuss your ass the fuck out. Okay? In my head. Okay? So there's that too. Okay? And I say that with utmost respect. If I don't feel like I can tell a person where to go, then I'm not gonna fuck with it. Period. But I'm just gonna say this, and that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect, baby. But when I seen a particular artist, I'm like, listen, at some point, you gotta understand this. I'm gonna just say this. This is my whole thing before we even get into this. Baby, I love a good little slick situation. Listen, Sherlock Holmes me, bitch. Okay, I love me a good little Ocean's 11. Listen, I play both sides. I love me a little slick situation going on. Baby, I love me a little getaway situation. I like me a little backdoor. I am the backdoor attendant. Okay? Y'all stop, cut the shit. Get blocked. You're going to get blocked. Better cut your shit. You're going to get blocked. I love me a little slick situation, honey. I do. I really, truly do. I can appreciate it, even if it happens to appreciate it, if it makes me sharper. But I don't take losses as losses. So, to my haters, sorry that you can't face me. I'm I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But give yourself like the cool factor. I don't know. It's ever since, like, my progress rising is at 27. We're really rounded up to 28. Whenever it's like 20, like in your whatever your number is, like 16.5, rounded up to the next digit, right? But whenever I started to move closer and closer to Leo being my progressed rising, I'm gonna get on my fucking nerves for real. Um, Baby, money be coming to me, and it annoys me that it's coming to me. Not that it's coming to me. I'm not upset about money. Money beats down my door. Okay, I can't like I can't run from it. Okay, you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just be trying to get into my hands, get into my pockets. Okay, amen. Blessed and highly favored. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Anyway, listen. I like a good little slick situation. But I don't know. Ever since my rising's been getting closer to Leo, that's one of the reasons why I'm probably really critical of Cancers, because my rising is in Cancer. And one thing I know, with exception to Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Sagittarius, most zodiac signs don't fuck with other people in their zodiac signs. Okay? Libras do. Scorpios on some level. Geminis for sure. Aquariuses for sure. And Sagittariuses. But a lot of like Cancers don't fuck with other Cancers. But they'll come together if it's us against them. But they don't fuck with other Cancers. It's the moodiness, right? A lot of Leos, it's just not gonna happen. Not too many together, unless it is like for the nationalistic things. That's why when people say, like, they get on my case about, okay, what about prejudices? I'm like, baby, everyone has a group and a team that they like to be affiliated with to a fault. That is human nature. It is a survival instinct. So for you to go and shame someone based on survival protocol, being with your group ensures your survival. That's hardwired in you. So that's why we get on black men's case so much, and the world doesn't understand, because every time someone's talking about race shouldn't matter, it's generally a black man, right? But that's why something doesn't click with. That's why there's a disconnect between black men and other men, because their nationalistic pride that they should have, they don't have. Other men don't understand that. They don't understand that. So people think that no, I don't care if that's your homeboy. He'll tell you whatever, but as a collective, other men of other races don't understand the way that black people operate, and specifically black men. What they understand is, like, you think that it's black people who hold Malcolm X in high regard. Yes, it is, but people of other races really hold Malcolm X in high regard. That should tell you something right there. Because there's a sameness in his identity and his protection of his identity in a community that he identifies with, that speaks to other men and how they feel about their homeland, their cultures, and their traditions. Okay? Anyway, why the hell am I talking about that, child? That ain't got, well, maybe it does got something to do with this. Okay? Anyway, as my rising is getting closer to Leo, I'm starting to notice some things. My mom is a Leo rising. Okay? With Sekhmet on her rising. The asteroid Sekhmet on her rising. So when I tell you I'm a daughter of Sekhmet, I don't just be talking shit. It's for real deal. Sekhmet is in my work house, my 6th house. It's real deal Holyfield, bitch. Conjunct Saturn. I'm a Capricorn. It's real deal, okay? So anyway, what I was trying to say is this. I'm starting to notice something. And I think that we don't give Leos a break. I think that Saturn fucked Leos up. Just hear me out. I really believe that Saturn fucked Leos up and Aquarius up and caused a level of trauma to these particular zodiac positions. And then we have Pluto there, and there is a need to overperform and overreact to one's detriment, because that's what I'm getting. Because the Cancers even act shell shocked. They even have, I notice a lot of cancers are dealing with what is that shit called? Stockholm syndrome. That because 20 years of Pluto transiting like across from them, they it's like they have this response, trauma response. And so Capricorns have it, but Capricorns had the benefit of wielding. And the reason I know this because I have Saturn and Pluto opposite my moon. Thank God I have the sextile house of my sun, so I understand what it is that I'm feeling emotionally. But when it's on your identity and it's opposing your identity, there's so many ego deaths. Like you're being like whenever you express yourself, you're being repressed. And so what that could cause is one to shift blame and become hyper fixated on a person who they swear, like they focus so much. Like I have people like they're hyper focused because I'm a Capricorn, so I played the Pluto role for people, and Aquarius is going to play that role for Leos. You're going to see over the next 15-20 years a weird situation amongst Leos and Aquariuses, because Aquarius will hold the Pluto. But it's and so what Aquarius may feel like is they're being attacked by Leos and they don't understand their position of Pluto. You essentially are walking when Pluto's the planet of destruction. It is the planet of what is that shit? Life and death. I mean regeneration. The Taurus axis of Scorpio also gives regeneration, which is Venus. But it is life and death. It is destruction. It is release. It's like it's power and control. So a lot of people who are Cancers, when they come into contact with Capricorn energy, unconscious to them, but subconsciously, that energy feels like it's a marker. Whether it's a Capricornian structure, a person, an ideal, and they feel it, and it's connected to the destruction of them in some sort of way, the deconstruction of something that they believe. So naturally, they're going to have some outside influences, and there's already an opposition. But when you're on the receiving end of Pluto, every time you see one of these fuckers come in, they're dominating you. Or you have to like my presence just feels like I'm taking power and control and wind out of someone's sail, just existing, just talking. I'm suffocating someone. That's how it feels to be opposite of Pluto. It's an unnerving effect. And so when you have signs like Cancer and Leo, which really are heavy on personal security and personal autonomy, being faced with Plutonian energy, they overreact and outdo just to end up kind of destroyed by the energy, because that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to, Pluto, everything's working for you and not against you, even though that shit fucking feels like it's working against you. And so when someone is the archetype, if Nikki is a Aquarius rising, so I think people give a lot of credence to the sun, since that's your awareness and your ego, but the rising is the embodiment of the energy, okay? And so her existence with anyone with prominent Leo placements, they're going to feel just hurt. It's going to be jabs at you because she's carrying Plutonian energy. Okay, so there's that. It's really interesting. So if you got Aquarius placements, you may unconsciously carry this. And me, I have Mars in Aquarius, so bitch, it's really gonna be like I told people, I said, bitch, it's a tower card. If I deem that this structure is no longer inhabitable, tower. That's one of my superpowers. Okay, and so that's just what it is, you know. It is what it is. It has to come. That's a part of my life's work, though. Everybody's life work isn't that. Pluto is also extremely, this is what people don't talk about. Pluto is extremely fortuitous. Like, when you come through Pluto, Pluto can give you wealth that lasts you this lifetime and into the next lifetime. Saturn does too. So we'll get into that. Happy Saturday to everybody. But the reason why I'm saying this about Nikki specifically is that I believe a particular artist feels that they are owed a treatment that they've not earned. And if anything, they have created a requirement for women that in rap, which is ridiculous. Like, you underscored that we women must sleep with male in rap in order to get somewhere. So technically, while everyone's talking about female empowerment, if you're sleeping with producers and you're sleeping with record executives, then that means that every girl that comes there after you has to do the same thing. That's not trailblazing. And I think that we get, like, socializing mixed up. Like, it's not trailblazing anything. That's my issue. Like, do you realize that? So the goal is that if it's male dominated and women to take over the space, that women can get there based on their talent or their popularity, not this. What if a girl doesn't want to do this? Okay? She doesn't want to have to be sexual. Some people don't realize, but the way that you're carrying on, you're taking the shit back to the 1950s, where if women were to be in positions, everyone knew she slept around. Nancy Reagan wasn't going to get anywhere unless she slept around. Come on now. And I'm not even shaming the situation. I'm just saying the difference. The conversation shouldn't even be had because there's a difference here. There's a major difference here. So lyrically, yes, but you gotta, your immaturity, you got this is, you gotta work on something. I'm not saying, oh, girl can't work on it. She can work on it. But Nikki being here ensures that she has a career 10 years from now. That's the truth. If it was easy to get rid of Nikki, then all you bitches don't have a career in 10 years. I want you to understand that. And by then you'll be too old to sell or shake ass to get the same money you can get now. So just keep that in mind. Like, that's very important that someone toes the line. That's really important. So when I saw her post, I was like, you couldn't even handle. I've seen this with Leo risings and Leo suns, but she's a Leo moon. I was like, you couldn't even let it happen. Even if you flawed him, you had to take the moment, right? Okay. All right. I don't want to hear shit about that crybaby shit. Nope, I don't want to hear that shit. And a lot of y'all got some unresolved mama issues. You really do, and it shows. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. But damn. Though. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if Nikki was sabotaged. We got the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. It was a sabotage. The Nine of Swords to create stress. Two of Swords, indecision. She was being watched on her tour stop while she was traveling. Eight of Wands, especially overseas, trying to make decisions. Like, you see this person with the world in their hands, like, to cause them. I think it's because she's doing a second leg. like a second tour. Like it was sabotage. It was sabotage. And it was caused her to, really, to be honest with you, caused her to lose nerve. That nine of swords. Nikki had been worried about that because y'all know Nikki's a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius people have a natural prophetess energy, but Nikki specifically, she already knew. She just didn't know when it was going to happen or where it was going to happen, but she already knew. And honestly, something that she did ensured that her show could still go on. So it could have been a lot worse from what I'm looking at here. The Nine of Swords and Page of Swords. Page of Swords is Gemini energy. Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. So that we're in Gemini season. Eight of Wands is Sag energy. Two of Wands is Aries. And Two of Swords is Libra energy. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, it was, she knew it was something that was illuminated. It was something dealing with her stardom, her sun, her energy. King of Wands is being indicated. And so King of Wands for me is Leo energy. The King suites are, for me, King of Wands is Leo, King of Pentacles is Taurus, King of Swords is Aquarius, and King of Cups is Scorpio, for me personally. The queens are the cardinal signs. So Queen of Wands would be Aries for me. But for this Leo to come up, this Leo, and then we got the Sun energy, which is Leo energy. Okay? Interesting. Interesting. Who is this? Okay. I just thought about something too. Is this King of Wands a benefit to Nikki? Is this the person that I was feeling like came in clutch in the right moment? Kind of look on the lookout. The Justice and the Knight of Cups. So dealing with the legal system over there. The Three of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. Is this King of Wands an ally? This King of Wands is not shown as an ally. They're responsible for, this King of Wands is Leo energy, is responsible for her being detained. Wants to see her lose financially. They've been held back. And it's connected to an offer not going through. With the Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles here. So it was an opportunity. Someone didn't get a cut into something. Okay? Interesting. That's interesting. Spirit, let me ask this question. Is the King of Wands a male? Is the King of Wands a male? Is the King of Wands a male? In this situation, is the King of Wands a male? The Chariot, Knight of Wands, indicating officer, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. It is a male. Who the fuck is the Leo? Are they? Because I know what people want to say, and I'm not finna go there yet. Let me ask these questions. Y'all might be like, did you know? Yes, I'm circling around. I'm trying to be very, very motherfucking careful. You are absolutely right. I'm trying to be very, very careful how I roll. and what I say. Okay? Thank you very much. Until you sponsor this channel and my other channels, you can kick rocks. Okay? So very much a male. Okay. Is this King of Wands I'm picking up? Is he actually a Leo? Because it could be King of Wands indicating a male fire sign. Is this person an actual Leo? This King of Wands that I'm picking up that was involved in sabotaging Nikki or attempting to set her up. Is he an actual Leo sun? Got the Two of Cups. Judgment. The Hanged Man. The Knight of Cups. Wait a fucking minute. The King of... Wait, bitch. What? Oh, hell no. Wait a minute. Wait, let me pull. Wait a minute, bitch. Hold the fuck up. No. And I'm gonna need whoever's watching me with your, listen, me and you are two of a kind, okay? And I know what you fucking doing, and I don't appreciate this shit. Cause I know what you're doing. I know what your ass is doing. This shit ain't funny, okay? So I'm gonna let you know right now, I do not appreciate that. Let me go ahead and selenite this situation. Okay, because I already know what you're doing, sir. I don't appreciate that. You gotta, my God, when you don't like somebody, you really don't like them, do you? Jesus. If only you didn't like people that I didn't like that, shit. This could be us. You feel me? Like if you could just, like if you could realign that. If you could put that kind of intensity into some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Godly. Anyway, the fuck? Okay, so the people who are responsible, this person who was responsible for sabotaging Nikki. Is this person a Leo sun sign? Are they a Leo sun, moon, sun or moon? Natally. Not progressed. Got the Empress again. Empress again. We got the Death card. Oh, bitch. The Page of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, Ace of Wands. Is this person a musician? Is it a musician who's currently a musician? A Leo group, a Leo... If you're a Virgo rising, that means that you got Sagittarius in your 4th house, right? And you probably have a little bit of it overlapping in the 5th house, right? Okay. 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 I almost want to cut this reading off right now because I done went a little bit too far. And I picked up on something that I wasn't aware of. Bitch. Because this is personal. Before I get into, I'm not finna get into all of that. Spirit, let me use the other deck. Okay. Was there ever between the persons in the person's group, the person who is at the center of the group that is trying to sabotage Nikki, is there any inkling that this person was denied romantic opportunities with Nikki? Was this person did Nikki reject this person romantically? One more. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to exit this motherfucking reading because this shit done got real fucking messy, bitch. This shit done got real motherfucking messy. I was just trying to... Okay. See, this is the thing. I'm going to say this to ladies. I'm not making a case for giving in to men. But men, no matter how much money, how much swagger, what type of relationships, they do not do well with rejection. And I'm not finna make an excuse, but they will get, like, if they have a considerable amount of power and they don't have a lot that's checking them, they will go through some lengths to try to hurt you, and it will be completely off of ego. And I'm telling you this because that makes me respect Nikki even more. Because there's several things. Let me look at something here. There's a particular person who I'm thinking about, Spirit. And if you know, you know. If you know the tea, you know the tea, bitch. That's why I don't respect a non-reading asshole playing on our heads about reading it. Because see, sometimes when we come in here, we see a lot more. I'm starting to respect celebrity tarot readers a lot more. But it's just some things that I can't. Baby, that's the lawyer in me. 7th house sun. Yes, it goes to the 8th house, but even more so. Even if an 8th house sun, there's certain things you just don't say right away until you examine what the fuck is coming through. But I want to know that certain somebody understand this, and then I'm going to ask if they're holding it against Nikki too. If a certain somebody understand this. My God today. My God today. Okay. Is that certain somebody holding it against Nikki? Yes. Oh, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Let me ask a question. Is this connected to a deal that Nicki and or Drake refused to make? Is this connected to a deal that Drake and or Nicki refused to make with a group? Is this connected to a deal that Nicki or Drake refused to make to a group? Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. No. No, this is separate. Is this because Nicki didn't join a particular group? Bitch. I'm done. Nine of Wands, the Fool card, King of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the World card. Okay. Wow. I don't know, I just kind of feel sick to my stomach a little bit. Are they going to continue to go after Nicki? It would do them better to, like, work on artist development of the artists that they have. If they feel she has the star power, they need to work on artist development for her. Okay. No more than just 10 more minutes. Let me see. Are they going to continue? Eight of Cups, Death card, Ten of Swords, the Strength, and the Hierophant. Okay, so yeah. My God. Are these black people? Just to make sure I got my head screwed on right. Are these black people? And I'm reading it through the perspective. I'm looking at the picture of a particular artist, so I'm reading it through their perspective as well. Sorry. I'm tapped in. Let's see. Are these black people? The Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. And they work for someone. Man, Nicki girl. The only reason I'm saying it is because of the handshake. Because of the handshaking from the video. and why, like her choice, why she needs to be held down by a certain type of person. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, then let me ask this question. If this person is doing some backdoor activities, then there's a particular person, and if they're backdooring, is that why, is that also why that's not it? Okay. Did Drake call in some help as it related to Nikki? Did Drake call in a favor as it related to Nikki? I'm gonna do this live. Might as well, bitch. Give me one more shuffle. You got the Emperor, the Moon, the Devil, the Hierophant, and Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Okay. I can respect that. Okay. That's so fucked up. Okay. Would Nikki's record label be a problem or a would it prove to be a problem for another label? Would Nikki's emerging label prove to be a problem for another established label? One more shuffle. Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment, Three of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. It would. It would. And someone feels personally, someone who is a King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Devil, Ten of Cups, and Justice. And I'm not going to go into who this person is. If you read, you read, and you're able to read between the motherfucking lines. They feel personally offended. They feel personally offended. So this is a vendetta. It's a vendetta. And this is what I hate. What I hate about vendettas like this is that when men, like I'm the type of woman, me personally, right? Where if I go to my female friend's house, I don't feel comfortable spending a bunch of time with my homegirl while her man is there, being in their energy. I try to keep a nice little distance, okay? Some people feel comfortable coming over to your house. I don't unless it's a get together, I'd rather just hang out with my friend and go on. I don't really like taking space up into people's place because I'm definitely not going to let you do that with me. You're not going to run in and out of my house. You're not going to be coming in back and forth like that and disrespecting my house. And so I'm just, you're not friend or cousin or whoever. You're not going to be doing all of that up in my sanctuary like that, unless we have an estate, and that's different. We're talking something different, right? But there's going to be a difference because you can't help attraction. We're biologically wired, and what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a situation where someone didn't have a cutoff and they tried to make a move, and they may have even lied about why they're angry the way that they're moving. because it has something deeper. They feel offended by something. But the issue is that the wife of this particular person could then hold a different level of resentment because they're mad that their man is that mad at you for rejecting them. Does that make sense? So it's a double, it's a man, that's fucked up. That's why you got to stay out of people's faces. That's why I don't be understanding all that mixy shit. You coming up in a person's face and in their relationships and trying to establish relationships with one of the partners. If a person is married, unless you're going to be friends with both of the people in the marriage, you are absolutely a saboteur. Hands down. And Nikki's not one of those, okay? But the problem is that women, as women, we naturally become resentful for our man having that much anger towards another woman. Because when a man is angry like that, that makes you feel as though that woman trumps you. Because when a man is angry and focused on a woman, he's interested in that woman. He's still hurt by that woman. There's something that woman has over the woman that he's married to. So then, even if that woman doesn't ever show it, she kind of has a resentment, and it's not her fault. A lot of times, it's the men who go across the line because they have so much access to power. Okay, and so consciously, men really got to work on themselves in this situation, because I respect Nikki even more if she rejected him before being a married woman and as a single woman, because that means that she respected. Damn, that is so. If what I'm reading is the honest man, listen, and this ain't no projected frequency, I'm gonna tell you right now that I respect the girl even more, and I feel sorry for someone else, because you can't. I understand it. When you love a man, that shit make you stupid, and you hate every bitch and everything that comes in between you and that man. You know that it's not morally right. You know that it's not, but you cannot talk logic into love. That shit crazy. And that's why I don't understand why people, I'm going to say this, Nikki is a Virgo moon. I don't understand why people play down the rising, like not Virgo rising, but any rising as it relates to how in relationships it interacts with people who share the same in rising sun or moon. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, let me get a fortune for Nikki. This is so fucking messy. I can't even. I'm glad I gotta go and have chores to get done. I got work to do, clothes to wash, and I got hair to do, shit to pack. Oh my God. Why did I open up this Pandora's box, okay? The King, authority and diplomacy, is a fortune for Nikki? Okay. The King, authority and diplomacy. Okay. You definitely need a representative who can talk some sense into everybody. Because what is happening here too is Nikki and a particular person are twins, and y'all won't get it on the spiritual level. They're twins, and they're actually being made to be at odds because of this particular thing, and that's unfortunate on a soul level. Okay. What else, Spirit? And this is not about celebrity, bitch. If somebody else, okay, locked doors can now be open. Very good. Locked doors can now be open. Okay. What else, Spirit? Okay. Okay, so this came in reverse. Medusa is in reverse. And it normally would be jealousy leads to downfall. But that's in reverse, so good. I'm not going to take all these cards that flipped over. But that flipped over, so hopefully by us talking right now. Because I do have the power of the tongue. So hopefully by us talking, we can kind of get some shit together, okay? If you know the story of Medusa, then you can understand that that's not fair. It may be somewhere, Nikki, you might have that in your bloodline, a story. Water, emotions are at their peak. Okay. Motherfucker, okay. Okay, we got air. Seek the union of mind and spirit. Okay. And unicorn, good fortune and friendship. Good fortune and friendship. So you got some air, water energies that are working on your behalf, Nikki. This right here is going to resolve itself if there has been any jealousy that was enabling a negative behavior. Locked doors will now be open, especially with someone who represents authority and diplomacy. Okay? Because there's something else looming, and this is quite crazy, okay? Let me do one more. Let me do a moon card. I just feel it needs to do a moon card in this situation. Because my whole thing is that if you're talented, why do you have to sabotage? Like, that's not a flex. So that's why when old girl posted, I was looking at her like, baby, there ain't no flex. The fact that that's not a flex, sweetie. Because what that looks like is anyone who irritates you goes to jail. Or is arrested. And you ain't the one to be touting that. Because if anyone really, listen, the public is not loyal. Like, you moving a certain kind of way, bitch. That's going to make them rumors start to sound more true. Now, if your tour is doing what it's supposed to be doing, what you out here doing all this for? Why you pressed? Okay. The time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. And Nikki is a moon in Virgo. So, a time to give rather than take, Nikki. That's where your luck comes from. For sure. What else? I'm not taking all these cards, y'all. Okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. An end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm not taking all these. Spirit is telling y'all to release something. The energy is gaming. Okay, I'm not taking all of these, though. New moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming, and we're in Gemini season. And we just had a full moon in Sagittarius. These are on the ground. Now, y'all need to go ahead and put my ass on retainer, okay? Just stop all this craziness, okay? Put your girl on retainer, and let's just get going. All right, we got shit to do. Okay, we got shit to do. All right, either way it goes, I'm very good at diplomacy as well, and very important talks. All right, as and such, we're doing it right now. Okay. I'm just doing I'm doing a final strip. Let me see. Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that. Like honestly, let the label gain momentum. That's more power. Shit. You like this, like men be tripping. Like men will know what it's like to desire like full on autonomy and think that women don't feel the same. Yes, there is inherent differences, but when you got a person who's crazy, who you can't trust as far as from the woman's perspective, trying to take over and take autonomy or take control over someone else, that right there is enough for a woman to go insane if she doesn't want that experience. And so, like, that's terrifying. Is to take control over someone who wants to be free. And so, when I see a Sagittarius, most two Sagittarius should understand that. If you have got any Sagittarius energy and someone needs space or needs to understand why they need to be their own boss, another Sagittarius would understand that. Okay, like they would understand that unless someone has a certain quality. And this is what I'm gonna say this right here for the parties concerned. Stop sleeping on the star seed that you got. Okay? Because she has important work to do. She can't do that work. Okay? In chasing other star seeds. That shit is crazy to me. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. I don't care. You're never too big to... I have to deliver the truth from spiritual realm. The fuck are you doing? You are never too big to need to go get some therapy. When it comes to what happens to you when you have access to everything and no one will say no. Something happens, a disconnect happens to you. In judgment, misjudgment happens. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyway. Child, I'm finna go on. Them rich ass people with their rich ass problems, okay? Love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.